Welcome to Whispers from the Wild. Today's story revolves around a young electrician, set out for what seemed like an innocent first date. He had no idea what was waiting there for him. What started as a romantic evening turned into a nightmare beyond imagination. A crime that would shock the world. What really happened that night? And who were the monsters hiding behind innocent faces? The answers are far more horrifying than you could ever expect. Let's get started. Welkom City is located in South Africa. It was founded in 1947 for a big gold mine was discovered nearby. The city's name, which means welcome in Afrikaans, was chosen to show that it was a friendly and hospitable place. However, this welcoming image would soon be overshadowed by horrifying events. In 2011, Welkom became known worldwide for one of the most disturbing crimes in its history. The tragic story revolves around Michael Vanek, a 24-year-old electrician working at the Beatrix mine near Welkom. Michael had 4 sisters and was born and raised in this bustling mining town. He came from a loving family and was known for his sociable and caring nature. Michael was also a black belt in karate, showing his dedication and discipline. Recently heartbroken, Michael decided to try online dating to find a new partner. He matched with a young woman whose interests seemed to align with his own. They both enjoyed quiet activities, disliked noisy parties, and sought stable relationships. Michael withdrew a large sum of money from his savings to make their first meeting special. Little did he know, this date would change his life forever. Michael's online match, Jane van Heerden, appeared to be the perfect person. Born in 1991, Jane had a troubled childhood filled with family conflicts and neglect. Her grandparents attempted a failed exorcism on her, which left her with deep psychological scars. Some witnesses claimed she had convulsions during the ritual. From a young age, Jane was moody and often retreated into her own world, where she had an imaginary friend named Azazel. She also had a strong fear of the dark. As she grew older, Jane's mental health issues became more severe. By age 10, she nearly harmed a guest at her father's house with a knife, leading her family to seek psychiatric help. She was put on medication that temporarily improved her behavior. Her father tried to bond with her by taking her hunting, which she surprisingly enjoyed. She revealed a disturbing fascination with death, starting with dissecting and skinning animals. Jane brought home dead animals, beginning with rats and birds and later including cats and dogs. At age 12, Jane started a relationship with an older man who introduced her to illegal drugs and exploited her. Her family was unaware of this toxic relationship, and although she eventually ended it, the experience left lasting damage. When she was 15, Jane's mother moved to New Zealand, leaving Jane and her siblings with their father and stepmother. The stepmother tried to support them, but struggled to understand Jane's deep-rooted issues. By age 16, Jane fell in with a 22-year-old man who practiced dark occult rituals like Satanism and voodoo. He became her mentor, drawing her further into a dangerous world. Despite the support from her family and therapy, Jane managed to turn her life around by age 17. She cut ties with dangerous influences, completed high school, and began studying art and graphic design in college. She excelled in her studies and secured a job in her field. To outsiders, her life seemed normal, but something darker was brewing inside her. During this period, Jane's attention shifted to Martin van der Merwe, a 24-year-old man from a respected family. Despite his privileged life, Martin struggled with severe mental health issues from a young age. At just 6 years old, he began experiencing hallucinations and believed he had special powers given by a mysterious entity. His condition worsened, and by age 14, he was hospitalized and diagnosed with schizophrenia. Despite receiving treatment, Martin's symptoms persisted. He displayed aggressive behavior and tortured stray cats and other animals. Eventually, he left school to work with his father in their carpentry workshop. Believing his condition had stabilized, Martin stopped taking his medication, a common and risky mistake made by many with mental health issues. Martin and Shane met and quickly bonded over their shared dark interests. They hid their true selves from their families and friends. Initially, they were outgoing, attending parties and socializing, but soon they retreated into a world filled with dark practices, including Satanism, voodoo, and other occult rituals. In February 2011, Martin posted a photo of himself and Shane on social media with the caption, "Killer," accompanied by a cryptic emoji. While many dismissed it as a joke, the couple had already started planning gruesome acts. They initially targeted animals, but soon decided to look for a human victim. Shane turned to online dating to find a victim. She met Michael, who was immediately captivated by her. They arranged to meet, and Shane suggested a date at a local cemetery. Although it was an unusual place for a first date, Michael agreed, hoping to impress her. He didn't tell his family about the strange location, fearing they would worry. He said goodbye to them at 9 p.m. and went to the cemetery. Shane set up a picnic at the cemetery, with fruits and wine. As they shared the meal, Shane's behavior suddenly changed. She became violent, revealing her true nature. Martin, who had been hiding nearby, attacked Michael from behind with a knife. Despite Michael's fierce resistance, the couple overpowered him. Together, they inflicted more than 30 knife wounds on him. Severely injured, Michael begged them to end his suffering. Martin responded by slitting his throat, killing him. After the brutal attack, Shane and Martin dismembered Michael's body. They removed his head and legs from the knee and stored the body parts in bags. With no shovels available, they dug shallow graves with their bare hands and knives. The graves were not deep enough. They took other parts of Michael's body to their home and kept them in the refrigerator. They planned to leave Michael's car unlocked in a bad neighborhood to make it seem like a theft. The next day, a cemetery worker found evidence of the crime, including bloodstains and torn clothing, and alerted the authorities. When Michael's parents reported him missing, the police quickly made connections. They found his abandoned car with bloodstains in the trunk and traced it back to the cemetery. Investigators recovered Michael's phone and computer, revealing that his last contact was with Shane, who had invited him to the fatal date. Police questioned Shane and Martin separately. Both confessed to the crime without hesitation. Shane's calm demeanor shocked the investigators. She openly admitted her involvement and even said she had fantasized about killing since she first went hunting. Martin showed no remorse, posing confidently in front of cameras during the investigation. A search of the couple's apartment revealed a chilling scene. It was filled with ritual objects, knives, and disturbing art. In the refrigerator, police found Michael's head was skinned with his mouth sewn shut, along with other body parts stored in separate containers. They also discovered evidence of prior animal torture, including buried remains near the house. Shane's diary provided a glimpse into her twisted mind. It contained detailed plans for future crimes, showing that the couple's dark desires were far from over. Psychological assessments confirmed that both Shane and Martin were fully aware of their actions. In November 2011, Shane's trial began. She was treated as a serial offender, even though this was her first known crime. Despite this, she showed no remorse, admitting she would kill again if given the chance. Martin, on the other hand, claimed to have no memory of the crime and tried to defend himself in court. Both were found guilty. Shane was sentenced to 25 years in prison without the possibility of parole. Michael's mom hit Martin while he was moving out of the court. Martin received a similar sentence, both faced the harsh reality of their actions behind bars. The gruesome nature of their crime left a lasting scar on Welcome City. This is a frightening reminder of the evil that can be hidden in everyday lives. Thank you for staying till the end. Please like and subscribe for more chilling horror and crime stories. Think twice before going on a date with a stranger to a remote location. Always inform everything to your family. Stay safe, stay happy. We'll see you soon.